OutDaughtered. Big surprise. Adam and Danielle Busby introduce new baby number 8. The Busby family just got bigger. The Busby family has always been known for surprises, heartwarming moments, and the beautiful chaos that comes with raising a big family. Fans who have followed the journey of Adam and Danielle Busby for years already know that their home is never quiet for long. With 6 energetic daughters running around, life inside the Busby household has always been full of laughter, challenges, and unforgettable memories. But recently, something happened that no one expected. A moment that instantly sent waves of excitement across the OutDaughtered fan community. Adam and Danielle Busby revealed a big surprise, a brand new baby joining the family. Yes, you heard that right. The Busby family just got bigger. For fans who have been watching their journey since the very beginning, this news feels almost unbelievable. After years of documenting their lives as parents of the famous Quintuplets and their oldest daughter Blake, the idea of a new baby entering the Busby household has sparked curiosity, excitement, and a lot of questions. How did this happen? When did they decide? And most importantly, how did the girls react? To understand why this moment feels so special, we have to go back and remember how the Busby family story began. Adam and Danielle Busby first captured the hearts of viewers when their reality series OutDaughtered premiered on TLC. At the time, the world was introduced to something incredibly rare, the only all-girl quintuplets in the United States. The I've tiny babies, Ava, Olivia, Hazel, Riley, and Parker, instantly became household names. Each of them had their own personality even as babies, and fans loved watching them grow up. But before the Quints arrived, there was already one proud big sister in the family, Blake Busby. Blake had been the center of attention for years before suddenly becoming the big sister to 5 babies at once. And while the transition wasn't always easy, viewers watched her grow into one of the most caring and protective big sisters anyone could imagine. Over the years, OutDaughtered has shown fans everything: the sleepless nights, the laughter, the chaos of raising 6 kids, and the deep love that holds the Busby family together. But now, something new has entered the picture. A new baby. And with that announcement, fans everywhere began wondering the same thing. Is baby number 8 really happening? The story of how this surprise came to light started with a moment that seemed ordinary at first. Adam and Danielle shared a family update that immediately caught the attention of their followers. At first it looked like just another glimpse into their busy family life. But then something changed. Something in the way they spoke. Something in the smiles they couldn't quite hide. Fans started noticing little hints, clues that suggested something big was about to be revealed. Social media quickly exploded with speculation. Could the Busbys really be welcoming another child? For years, Adam and Danielle had been open about the challenges of raising 6 kids. From school routines to family vacations, their lives already looked like a full-time adventure. Yet despite the challenges, one thing has always been clear. The Busbys love being parents. They love family life. And they've always believed that the most important thing in their home is the bond they share with their children. So when the news of a new baby began spreading, many fans were actually thrilled by the idea. After all, the Busby house has always been full of love, and one more baby simply means more love to share. As the excitement built online, fans started imagining what life would look like with baby number 8 in the Busby household. Would the new baby be a boy? Or another girl? How would the quintuplets react? And what role would Blake take on this time? If there's one thing longtime viewers know, it's that every Busby child brings a completely different personality into the mix. Ava is known for her sweet and sometimes sensitive nature. Olivia often brings the giggles and playful energy to tell. Hazel, who fans have watched overcome challenges with her vision, has always been a symbol of strength and determination. Riley has often been called the bold and confident one. And Parker, once the shyest of the group, has grown into a thoughtful and gentle personality. Each of them adds something special to the family dynamic. And now the idea of a new baby joining this group has fans imagining a whole new chapter for the Busbys. Inside the Busby home, reactions to the surprise were just as emotional as fans expected. When Adam and Danielle first shared the news with the girls, the room reportedly filled with excitement, laughter, and even a few shocked faces. For Blake, the moment carried a special meaning. As the oldest sibling, she has spent years helping her parents care for the Quints. She has helped with homework, comforted her younger sisters, and often stepped into the role of a second helper around the house. Hearing that another baby might be joining the family brought a mix of emotions. But above all, there was excitement. Because for Blake, being a big sister isn't just a title. It's something she truly loves. Or the Quintuplets. The reaction was exactly what fans might expect from 5 energetic kids. Questions started flying immediately. Where will the baby sleep? Will the baby share toys? Will the baby cry a lot? And, of course, the most important question in their minds. Is it a boy or a girl? Adam and Danielle couldn't help but laugh as the girls filled the room with curiosity. Moments like these are exactly what made OutDaughtered so special from the start. Real family reactions, real emotions, and the beautiful unpredictability of raising kids. As the news continued spreading online, fans of the show began sharing their reactions as well. Some were shocked, others were thrilled. Many simply couldn't wait to see how the story unfolds. One thing became very clear almost instantly. The Busby family still has a very special place in the hearts of viewers. People who have followed their journey for years feel like they've grown up alongside the girls. They remember the tiny babies in cribs. They remember the first steps, the first words, the first days of school. And now the idea of another baby entering the picture feels like the beginning of a brand new chapter. Of course, with big news like this comes plenty of speculation. Some fans have wondered whether this new baby could be adopted. Others believe Danielle might have been planning this surprise for a long time. There are even theories suggesting the Busbys simply wanted to expand their family in a new and meaningful way. But regardless of how baby number 8 arrives, the heart of the story remains the same. Family, love, and the joy of welcoming a new life into a home already filled with laughter. Adam and Danielle have always emphasized that their parenting journey has never been about perfection. It has always been about doing their best, learning along the way, and supporting each other through every challenge. And that honesty is one of the biggest reasons fans continue to connect with them. Life with 6 kids has never been easy. There are busy mornings, crowded dinner tables, and days when everything feels overwhelming. But those moments are balanced by something even more powerful: the deep connection that holds the Busby family together. And now, with the possibility of a new baby joining the family, that connection is about to grow even stronger. The idea of baby number 8 has already sparked excitement about what the future could look like for the Busbys. Imagine the family photos. Imagine the girls taking turns helping with the baby. Imagine the laughter, the tiny footsteps, and the new memories waiting to be made. For fans who have watched this family for years, it feels like watching an old friend experience a beautiful new chapter. And if there's one thing viewers know about the Busbys, it's that they face every new adventure together. As the excitement around the Busby family's big news continued to grow, fans everywhere began paying closer attention to every update shared by the couple. For years, followers of the show had become experts at spotting little hints in the family's posts. A small detail in the background of a photo, a playful comment in a caption, or even a moment in a family video could spark a wave of speculation. This time was no different. But the difference now was that the hints were beginning to feel more real than ever. At the center of it all were the parents everyone has come to admire over the years: Adam Busby and Danielle Busby. Their parenting journey has never been ordinary, and that's exactly why millions of viewers connected with them when their story first appeared on television. From sleepless nights with newborn quintuplets to juggling school routines for 6 kids, they've faced every challenge with honesty and determination. Now, as the conversation about baby number 8 continued spreading, fans began wondering how the couple themselves were feeling about this new moment in their lives. For Adam, fatherhood has always been a central part of who he is. Over the years, viewers have seen him grow from a slightly overwhelmed new dad into a confident and deeply involved parent. Whether it's helping with homework, organizing family outings, or simply making the girls laugh, Adam's presence in the family has always been filled with warmth and humor. Danielle, on the other hand, has often been described by fans as the heart of the Busby household. Her strength as a mother became especially clear during the early years of raising the Quintuplets, when every day seemed to require superhuman levels of patience and energy. Yet despite the busy lifestyle that comes with raising 6 daughters, Danielle has always spoken openly about how much she values the moments when the family comes together. For her, the laughter around the dinner table or the chaos of a family game night are reminders that the effort is worth it. That's why the idea of welcoming another baby into the family carries such emotional meaning. When the couple finally sat down to talk about the possibility of a new baby, it wasn't simply about expanding the family. It was about reflecting on the journey they had already traveled and imagining what the next chapter might look like. Their conversation reportedly started in a quiet moment after the girls had gone to bed. With the house finally calm, Adam and Danielle found themselves talking about how much their daughters had grown. The tiny babies who once needed constant care were now energetic kids with their own personalities, friendships, and interests. Blake, the oldest, had already stepped into a leadership role among her sisters. She had become someone the younger girls looked up to, someone who helped keep the family organized and supported her parents whenever things became hectic. The Quintuplets, meanwhile, had developed into a lively group that filled the house with endless energy. Each of them had their own favorite activities, their own friendships at school, and their own dreams about what they wanted to become someday. Watching their daughters grow had brought Adam and Danielle a sense of pride, but also a sense of nostalgia. The early years of parenting had been intense and unforgettable. Late-night feedings, tiny baby clothes, and the quiet moments of rocking a child to sleep had become cherished memories. And suddenly, the idea of experiencing those moments again felt both exciting and emotional. As the possibility of baby number 8 began to feel more real, Adam and Danielle knew that one thing mattered above all else. The girls needed to be part of the conversation. After all, the Busby family has always been built on the idea that everyone's voice matters. Decisions are discussed together, and every family member is encouraged to share their feelings. So, when the time came to share the news with the girls, the moment was filled with anticipation. The family gathered together in their living room, the same place where so many important conversations had taken place over the years. The girls, sensing that something special was about to happen, quickly became curious. Questions started immediately. Was there a surprise coming? Were they planning a trip? Had something exciting happened? Adam and Danielle exchanged smiles before finally revealing the news. There might be a new baby joining the family. For a moment, the room was silent as the girls processed what they had just heard. Then the excitement exploded. Some of the girls began jumping up and down, while others started asking questions faster than their parents could answer them. The possibility of having a baby brother or sister instantly sparked their imagination. Blake's reaction was especially touching. As the oldest sibling, she understood more clearly than anyone how much responsibility comes with caring for younger children. Yet instead of hesitation, her response was filled with excitement. She immediately began talking about all the ways she could help. Helping with the baby, teaching the baby new things, and, of course, introducing the newest family member to the unique world of the Busby household. The Quintuplets had their own reactions as well. Some were curious about whether the baby would be a boy or a girl. Others were already imagining how they would share toys and games. One of the girls even asked whether the baby would be able to join them in family dance parties. Moments like these reminded Adam and Danielle why they love sharing their lives with viewers. The reactions were real, spontaneous, and full of joy. As the news continued to spread among fans of OutDaughtered, social media quickly filled with supportive messages. Viewers who had watched the Busby girls grow up felt as if they were witnessing the beginning of another unforgettable chapter. Many fans commented that the Busby home already feels like a place overflowing with love, and the idea of another baby simply makes that love even bigger. Others expressed curiosity about how life might change for the family moving forward. Would the new baby bring a completely different energy into the household? Would the girls compete to see who gets to help the most? And how would Adam and Danielle manage the busy schedule that already comes with raising 6 daughters? But if there's one thing fans know about the Busby family, it's that they approach challenges with teamwork. Over the years, they've proven that family life isn't about perfection. It's about adapting, supporting one another, and finding joy even in the busiest moments. And now, with the possibility of welcoming baby number 8, that spirit of teamwork is more important than ever. The girls have already begun imagining their roles as helpers. Blake has talked about teaching the baby how to read and helping with school projects someday. The Quintuplets have imagined everything from sharing toys to showing the baby their favorite games. For Adam and Danielle, watching their daughters react this way has been one of the most emotional parts of the journey, because it reminds them that their family has always been built on love and support. As fans continue following the story, one thing is certain: the Busby family's journey is far from over. In fact, it might just be entering one of its most exciting chapters yet. A new baby means new memories, new laughter, and new moments that remind everyone why this family captured hearts in the first place. And while no one can predict exactly what the future will look like for the Busbys, one thing remains clear. No matter how big the family becomes, the most important thing will always stay the same: love. Because in the Busby household, love has always been the center of everything. And now, with baby number 8 possibly on the way, that love is about to grow even stronger. As the possibility of baby number 8 became the biggest topic among fans, the excitement surrounding the Busby family reached a level no one had seen in a long time. People who had followed the family for years suddenly felt like they were witnessing something historic in the story of this beloved reality TV household. For many viewers, the Busby journey has always felt personal. Ever since Adam Busby and Danielle Busby first appeared on OutDaughtered, fans have watched their lives unfold in a way that feels genuine and relatable. Unlike many television families, the Busbys never tried to hide the challenges of raising children. They shared the sleepless nights. They shared the emotional moments. And most importantly, they shared the joy. Now, with the possibility of a new baby entering the picture, longtime followers of the show felt as though they were experiencing another unforgettable chapter alongside the family. Social media quickly filled with reactions. Some fans admitted they were completely shocked. Others said they had secretly hoped the Busbys would one day welcome another child. Many simply expressed happiness for the family, saying that the Busby home has always been a place full of love and laughter. And if there's one thing viewers know about the Busby household, it's that life there is never boring. Between school schedules, family outings, and the everyday adventures of raising 6 daughters, the home already feels like a place where something exciting is always happening. Adding a new baby to that environment would undoubtedly bring even more energy into the family dynamic. But before that moment arrives, there are many preparations to think about. Inside the Busby home, conversations about the future have become a regular part of family life. The girls have already begun imagining what it will be like to have a baby around the house again. For Blake Busby, the experience carries a special sense of responsibility. As the oldest sibling, she has spent years helping her parents manage the busy household. She understands how much work goes into caring for younger children, but she also knows how rewarding those moments can be. Blake has already started talking about all the ways she hopes to help when the baby arrives. She imagines reading bedtime stories, helping organize toys, and being someone the baby can look up to as they grow older. For the Quintuplets, however, the excitement comes with a different kind of energy. The girls Ava Busby, Olivia Busby, Hazel Busby, Riley Busby, and Parker Busby have already started imagining what life will be like with a baby in the house. Their questions have been endless. Will the baby sleep in their room? Will the baby play with their toys? Will the baby laugh at their jokes? Every day seems to bring a new wave of curiosity from the girls. And for Adam and Danielle, these conversations have become some of the most heartwarming moments of the entire experience. Watching their daughters imagine the future reminds them of how much their family has grown not just in numbers, but in love and connection. Of course, preparing for a new baby also means making practical decisions. Where will the baby sleep? How will the daily routine change? And how will the family balance their already busy schedule with the needs of a newborn? For many families, these questions can feel overwhelming. Everyone feels included. and everyone is ready to welcome the newest member of the household. For fans watching from around the world, this moment represents something bigger than just another family update. It represents the continuation of a story that millions of viewers have followed for years. The Busby family has always been about resilience, love, and the unpredictable beauty of family life. And now, with the possibility of baby number 8 joining the household, that story feels more exciting than ever. No matter what happens next, one thing is certain. The Busby family will face the future the same way they've always faced every challenge. Together, with laughter, with patience, and with the kind of love that turns everyday moments into unforgettable memories. Because in the end, the Busby story has never just been about television. It has always been about family. And now that family might begin